Welcome to Late Night Crafting with Critter. So we've got a multi-dimensional project here today, and it starts with this tray right here. So in this tray, we are going to put things, obviously. So what I have is herbes de Provence. We're going to be using those. Along with a couple other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of these in this little paper cup. And if you're unfamiliar with herbes de Provence, it is a mixture of savory, fennel, thyme, rosemary, and lavender. Now, I do not cook with it. I don't particularly care for the flavor of it, but that's what it's used for. So I've got my herbes de Provence in here, and then I'm also going to be using some fake moss that I got from Thyme a long time ago. So I'm going to add some of that in here too. There we go. And if I need to add more later, I will. But I'm just going to kind of get this mixed up a little bit. You know, not big, huge, massive mixture, but you know, I want to get it sort of incorporated with each other. And I'm probably making a fabulous mess in the process and should move my mold, but I'm not going to because, you know, I'm a glutton for punishment like that. See? All right, so now I do have a piece of press and seal down, you'll notice, or maybe you didn't, who knows, but there's a reason for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have a thought process here, is I have 4 ounces of my 1-to-1 resin here. And what I'm going to do is just go around the edges first, get those settling. And the whole debubbling the edges and whatnot is sort of a moot point with what I'm going to do, but, you know, just for technicality's sake, let's go ahead and do it, shall we? And you'll understand why I say that here in a sec. You can probably already figure out what I'm doing. You're smart people. You guys are a hell of a lot smarter than I am. All right, so now what I want to do is just kind of go around the perimeter here. Yeah, that'll do. All right, so now that I know that that's going to be okay, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the blanks. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be too much. All right, so there's that. And I'll reserve a little bit just in case. So I'm going to go in with my Laura. Try to get a good mixture. I'm going to take it all the way down. Okay. Now that I've got that done, I'm just going to sort of maneuver it around. Now, it's going to move. We know this. It's resin. Resin moves. But what I can do is just encourage it into the areas that I really want it to be in, and then babysit it from that point forward. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I have a piece here of wood veneer, and I think I got it from Cricut. Something, I don't have a Cricut, but they sell things for crickety type projects, and that's where I found it. online. I think I found it at like Michael's craft store or something like that. But we know wood is porous, obviously. And wood, when porous, gives off air bubbles. So I kind of want to mitigate that as much as I can. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my UV resin. And you'll notice that I have put on my Kermit gloves because I'm playing with resin and I'm touching it and I don't want it on my fingers. So I'm wearing gloves. What I'm doing basically is just coating it in UV resin. Try to stop those bubbles and seal the wood. Now, I don't know if it'll do it completely, but we'll give it a shot, right? Yes. Plug in JD here. And we're going to give that a good 60 seconds. Meanwhile, this is doing its thing. Try to poke some of these down into the rim if we can. And could I have filled up the rim and then poured the resin on top of it? Yes. But you know me, I like to be difficult sometimes. Make things harder on myself just for the challenge. You guys know I do love a challenge. And really, I'm, multitasking. While my UV resin is curing, I'm doing other stuff. Speak of the devil. All right. And this is another reason why I put the press and seal down, is so I can make a mess. And it's easier for me to clean up. Haha! A little more UV resin on the back side. Get that piece of stuff off of me. Rub it in. And then cure it for another 60 seconds. Meanwhile, back at the pokey tool. And do I know if this is going to work? No. The UV resin part, I don't have a clue. I hope it does. I don't know if it's going to. But, we'll find out. All right, so now that JD has done his thing, if you notice the little cookie doodle that I have here on the top, this is so, this is an earring hook that I bent in UV resin to the back of my UV lamp so I can hang it on my wall for space saving. Just in case anybody noticed that and wondered what in the world I was doing there. That's what. All right, so now I can go around and pick off all of these edges. So here we go. Here's our wood veneer. So let's pick the prettiest side. That side has a knot in it. This side is pretty clean. I like the side with the knot in it, honestly. But yeah, let's do this side. So basically, what I'm going to do is just plop. Now that our tree trunk is in, I can kind of maneuver stuff around and get it into the tree-ish type shape that I'm looking for. And hopefully it ends up looking like a tree. It might look like a hot mess. Who knows? Press him down a little bit. Get resin under him. and over him. Okay. Now I'm going to use the rest of my clear. So we're going to let this cure, and then we will be able to put our back coat on. So I will see you guys when that's time for that. See you then. Okay, update. We are adding in, it's been a little bit, so things have had a chance to thicken up a little. I've added some branches that I forgot to add initially. And now what I have is just some pea gravel. It's just basic pea gravel, nothing terribly exciting. And I'm just going to sprinkle that around the bottom of our tree. Some of it'll fall, some of it won't. But it gives it more of a differentiation of top to bottom, even though, you know, branches, hello, but you know, still. Get my gravel put away. I'll stick my big head in the camera. Hello, if you can see me. So now I'm just going to poke. Poke some of the rocks down. And the rocks are going to be behind the tree. Yes, I know. But that's fine. There we go. We have rocks, we have branches, we have tree. See you later. And we're back. And it is time for our next step. And that is going to be a back coat. So I have about 1 ounce and change of my resin here. And I'm going to be adding some of my Eye Candy Ghost Green to it. And I want it pretty ghosty, so not that much. And then what I'm also going to add is just a little bit of my HTV Ront Silk Blue. Just a tiny bit. I mean, like tiny, teeny. I mean, I'm talking like minutia. Teeny tiny bit. And we'll gauge how we feel about this color once we get everything mixed in. Because I want something that fits with the theme, you know, of the sort of foresty look that we're going for, but I don't want it too bright, you know what I mean? That's not bright, but it's, I think that'll be a nice contrast. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. What do you guys think? I like it. All right, so let's get it on. Any of the little grassy bits that are poking out should be fine. There's a couple that I see, but you know, those aren't big, huge. I think those will be fine. Yes. All right, so there we go. There's our ghosty silky, bluey greeny back coat. So let's get this sprayed. Some alcohol, some bubble encouragement, and I will see you guys when it's time to demold. See you then. All right, it's time. Let's get him out. I'm very, very curious to see how everything went. Oh, all indications seem that it turned out kind of cool. So let's see. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh, goodness. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, goodness. Can you guys see that? Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. It does look like a tree. Look. And that wood veneer just turned out beautifully. And the different herbs and spices. And our little rocks down at the bottom. Oh, that just turned out lovely. Oh, I love it. What a beautiful little tree. Oh, what do you guys think? Yeah, we got some bubbles around the edges just because of the herbage. But, you know, hey, that's okay. I'm fine with that. I can go around it with a deburring tool and get those knocked down, or I can fill them in with UV resin. But I just love it. Oh, I'm so pleased. So pleased. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I really would appreciate it. And again, thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you guys again on the next one. Take care, guys. Cheers.